There was a clip that I saw from like the show that they did yesterday, but I'm trying to remember what it was. What it was. It was like this really. Oh, I think I remember. Here it is. So he was watching like the Moist Critical video and talking about why Moist Critical basically should support him more or whatever. Let me show you guys this part.
That is what malicious means, is that you know it's not true, but you put it out anyway to harm them. That's what he's doing, right? And it doesn't make it better because he knows I don't do that, which he does know I don't do that. What makes it bad is that he knows I don't do that and put that on the screen for 2 hours. Right? And
actual malice isn't relevant to the IDEBS lawsuit, though. I just don't know enough about Canadian law to say whether or not it's relevant. It's definitely relevant in American law, but I just don't know enough about Canadian law.
Does like basically almost virtually zero effort to clarify that he doesn't actually believe it. As close to zero as possible, right?
Kind of hard to tell. The whole segment was fucking awful, and the point he was trying to make was really dog shittily done. But what he's trying to say is that clip right there at the end where Destiny said this extremely outrageous, outlandish, disgusting thing about Ethan.
And again, I do think it's so important to remember this is one chat message on a Discord versus 2 hours on.
Chatters are here. Just heard your message about Charlie trying to be both sides. How can you say Ethan is someone who's unhappy if they don't 100% agree with you? If that's what your side is literally doing. No. Wrong. Wrong. I don't know what to tell you, man. You should go and watch my broadcast. I was very fair to Charlie. Charlie wants to come off as a credible source of information, so he tries to give credit to both sides. So he tries to say, hey, I understand why this person's upset because of this, but I also understand why this person is upset because of that. I think that these lawsuits are not justified, but I do understand where Ethan is coming from. Like, he tries to give credit to both sides so he comes off a little bit more impartial, and so it comes off like he's not personally biased. That's just like strategy when you're trying to come off unbiased. That's just what everyone does when they're trying to come off unbiased. That's what you do, that's what I do, that's what everybody does. He's attempting to seem reasonable, correct? Yeah. How are you guys the side that makes fun of his sickness, have people call CPS and think you guys are the good guys? Explain this to me. Huh? Why do you have an obsession with, like, people calling themselves the good guys or the bad guys or what? What? Also, who's have people who calls protective services? Ethan himself said he doesn't know who called it. He said that CPS told them that it was someone that he knew that called it. What? What? It's also not anonymous. If they believe that the call was fraudulent, they can attempt to do an investigation to see who called it. I do, and I've said since day one, if he believes that the call was fraudulent, to his core he believes that, then he should find out who made that call to guarantee that it wasn't fraudulent. He should pursue some charges against whoever called it fraudulently. I've said that since day one. I've never said anything different. I agree Charlie's on both sides, but Ethan literally told, I think he meant to say, he literally said Charlie was being fair and isn't biased. Meanwhile, people who are known to follow Hassan or you literally said that's not good enough. You should broaden your horizons a little bit. Because if you actually watch Ethan's broadcast, which we're taking a look at it right now, he said multiple times, like, Charlie just doesn't understand like how crazy these snarkers are. And he literally said Moist Critical was engaging in snarker talking points. Like, what? See if I can find it. Like, this is literally Ethan describing Charlie and saying that Charlie is engaging in snark talking points.
Of like, how come he's not suing Destiny, but he's suing Ian?
It's a snark.
That's a snark talking point.
Yeah.
Like, I think you're just You're just like really upset and like mad about I don't know what exactly. But I want you to know, if you disagree with me, you can go and watch my VOD from yesterday, where I watched Moist Critical's video, and I was very fair, extremely fair. And I correctly pointed out that he tries to give credit to both sides because he wants to seem reasonable, because he wants to seem unbiased. But that's just like factually true. Like, so you're just kind of mad about like nothing. Like, you're just like, literally, you're just like mad about nothing. I'm sorry if like a clip got you angry and this is not satisfying for you and you don't get released, but I'm sorry if I like blue balled you a little bit. But yeah, you can go watch my VOD and tell me what you think. You can go watch my VOD and let me know. But like, yeah. I don't. Pointing out what someone could have done better is not like being mad at someone or hating someone or whatever. Like, that's just like pointing out like what you can't criticize anyone ever. Like, I don't understand. It's so bizarre. Okay. Back to this, which is what I want to show you.
Screen. Like, even if I wanted to sue them, let's say all the facts were equal. Other than that, I don't think what the way that Destiny did it in a scrolling chat room, a text, is so much different than putting it on your screen for 2 hours.
Do I need to really find the clip of Destiny literally saying that Destiny literally said that he thought the call was justified? That's what Destiny said.
The mere fact that a child contracts a disease, an illness, even through a potential like a negligence event, that is not justification for a CPS call. No.
Just so you know, your child contracting illnesses due to severe negligence is absolutely grounds for a fucking CPS call, and it should be. We don't want kids who are getting sick because their parents are being like insanely neglectful of them. What an unbelievably crazy statement to make. What the fuck? Why do you think CPS is ever called? What?
So all these other people are justifying the call, but then he doesn't go after this guy for justifying the call? Like, what?
In a video, it's just so much different. It's like a mountain. It's like a mountain of difference.
Yeah, I would agree. It is a mountain of difference. That like, there's a lot more intent behind C. Samson's statements.
That Ethan doesn't have smoke for him, but he does for the other.
And then that's another weird snark talking about that I don't have smoke for Destiny. I did a whole.
Also, like, it wasn't just like one chat message, okay? It was like multiple things. Like, here he is fucking posting whatever this. I'm not even gonna read this shit out loud. Here's this. You see, runs in the family. Oh my God, bro's dad, one who married, and blah, 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 blah. The guy who makes so many pedo jokes that he has a Reddit account dedicated to them, out here liking thirst traps of daughter-in-law on fucking sex.com. I just don't, like, these have a collective, how many views on them? 330,000, 211,000 views, 500,000 views on tweets talking about, I would say, Ethan, in a pretty defamatory way. Like, I just don't understand why we're pretending to like not know the truth, and we're like, no. Destiny, he would never do something like he was joking around. Like he didn't really like mean it. That's why he made multiple tweets. That's why he made multiple stream segments about it. That's why he literally justified the call. That's why he made all of these statements and doubled and tripled and quadrupled down. That's why he did all of those things, because he didn't mean it. It's like, what? If anyone else did that, and then his line is like, oh, but like, Ian personally knows my family. Look me in the eyes and tell me that if I said any of those things that Destiny said, or if Hassan, can you imagine if, well, Hassan maybe has met his family too. I actually don't know. Pick anyone else then. Can you imagine if Anissa, Anissa's met his family. Sorry, like think of someone that he doesn't like that hasn't met his family. I mean, I'm a good example. Casey Tron is a good example, or Frogan is a good example. Or Noah Samson is a good example. Can you imagine if any of these people who hadn't met his family said even one of the things that Destiny had said? You think that he would pull up like, well, they don't know my family, so like, I know that they didn't mean it that way. Of course not. Of course not. That would be crazy. What the hell?
This whole thing.
This whole thing started because
I did an entire episode dedicated to calling Destiny out, right? So again, Charlie, this is the snark talking point, and he's not doing this on purpose, right? But saying I don't have smoke for Destiny is just patently untrue, right? I mean, historically, it's just not what happened at all.
You made one video and then ignored all of the times that he defamed you. I would say that that's not having smoke for someone. Again, just really quick, just for 1 second. Can you imagine if Casey Tron made a statement like this?
The mere fact that a child contracts a disease, an illness, even through a potential like a negligence event, that is not justification for a CPS call.
Just so you know, your child contracting illnesses due to severe negligence is absolutely grounds for a fucking CPS call, and it should be. We don't want kids who are getting sick because their parents are being like insanely neglectful of them. What an unbelievably crazy statement to make. What the fuck? Why do you think CPS is ever called?
Can you imagine if Casey Tron said that? Just for a second, do you think that he would say, well, she didn't meet my family, so I know she doesn't really like mean it? Like, come on, dude. What?
Why would I respond to Destiny's like dumb, stupid accusation? You're absolutely right. Why would I respond to it? But all of a sudden, when it comes to Ian, oh, he needs to respond to this. And I'm going to make sure he has to respond to this.
Other people that he's gone after through lawsuits. I'm pretty sure that's the point he was trying to make by putting that on screen. Like, look, Destiny has said something absolutely despicable, yet you don't have that same energy for him as you do for...
And again, we're talking about copyright. We're talking about copyright lawsuits, and they're rebroadcasting something. It's just a whole different issue. So like, what point is he even making? It's not a point. It's not a...
What point are you even making? What? We're not talking about copyright lawsuits. Moist Critical is talking about your defamation case against iDubbbz. He's not talking about copyright lawsuits right now. Why are you bringing up copyright lawsuits? Are you lost?
Interesting point. It's not a relevant point at all.
Yes, it is a relevant point because the video is about iDubbbz. It literally says it in the title. Did he forget where he is? It says right there, H3 versus iDubbbz lawsuit. Bro's like lost.
He's basically just found any reason to put that on the screen to try to fuck with me and my family.
For the others. Unless I've blanked out and like erased...
Yeah, I shit on Destiny. And, oh, is this a VOD? Okay, interesting. This picture of him is so funny. What the hell? Yeah, I talked about him on a video, and people got super defensive. And then I made a VOD, explicitly saying doubling down on Destiny. He did it. You know, I mean, what do you mean? What exactly do you mean? I have no smoke for him.
Moments from my memory from this segment, I don't recall him saying that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Critical saw this one.
Famously, what happened after this is that everyone became aware of Pedotroll, and then he stopped talking about Destiny after that.
That was the first one, probably.
Yeah. Is this smoke? I don't know. Is this count as smoke for Destiny?
And this is the reason I'm showing you guys the clip. I had to show you guys all of the preamble to show you guys this. Is this smoke for Destiny?
So again, he's just.
This is why
He
I
unwittingly got sucked into the snark we're talking about because our fans are chill. It's all these like.
Remember when
snark-
I said that like these people are not going to be satisfied unless you're 100% on their side? Like Ethan is not going to be satisfied unless you're 100% on his side, and then he's going to say you're just engaging in like you were tricked by the snarkers. Now you're pushing snark talking points. Okay, now look.
communities who are colluding all over social media everywhere to put forward these narratives, and I have no way to fight. I have no way to fight this tidal wave of bullshit. And someone who's reasonable, thoughtful like Charlie is like unwittingly repeating this stuff, like saying I have no smoke for Destiny is crazy.
I think he means no legal smoke.
Why would I?
Dude, don't. Dude, she didn't get the memo that like the paid friends don't speak against him. She didn't get it. Which this is what I was thinking when I saw this clip. I was like, yeah, Charlie's obviously saying, why don't you have legal smoke for him? You're going to sue this other guy for showing the text, but you're not going to sue him for saying it? Like, that's crazy. Like, why don't you have any smoke for him? Why don't you have any legal smoke? And she made the mistake of saying that. Please watch this clip.
Smoke for Destiny is crazy.
I think he means no legal smoke.
Why would I?
Well,
why
we
would I
don't-
sue
we don't
him
have a
for
legal-
what?
Why would I sue him? We don't have a legal case against him because he's defaming and calling you a pedophile? What the fuck? What do you mean? Because he's literally, like, to be clear, chat, calling someone a pedophile is defamation per se. Okay? At least in the United States or at least in California. And defamation per se does not require you to prove damages. The court views certain statements to be so harmful to your reputation and image that they are defamatory inherently. And you can like win defamation per se cases and you don't even have any damages. The court will give you like a penny, but they did defame your image. So like, for example, maybe I can pull up like some legal document about it. But for example, accusing someone of committing crimes, accusing someone of being a pedophile, accusing someone of having certain diseases or certain illnesses like HIV or AIDS. There are certain things that the court believes are so inherently damaging to one's image, you need not even prove that they actually damaged your image, or you need not prove that there was any financial harm. Here's like findlaw.com. I don't know. Maybe I can find the California code for it. Here, I'll use that in a second. Defamation per se means that a false statement was so inherently harmful that further proof of harm isn't necessary. That statement would have been likely to cause reputational damage regardless of the context. So, and this is what the California Code, this is the official California Code, this is what they consider to be defamation per se. Let me find it. Hold up. Where is it? Wait, maybe it's not this? Well. Which by natural consequence causes actual damage, I think is the part. Hold up. Oh, okay. Here it is. Slander is a false and unprivileged publication, orally uttered, or also communications by radio or any mechanical or other means which charges any person with crime or with having been indicted, convicted, or punished for a crime. So this is inherently defamation. So this 1 through 4 are defamation per se, and then 5 would be something that would cause someone's image to be harmed. That is a known like falsehood. Imputes in him the present existence of an infectious, contagious, or loathsome disease. So again, if I went on air and said like Twitch chatter, Limbo Treese, I know they have AIDS. Like I'm trying to defame their character. Or I have a reckless disregard for the truth and I don't care about that, right? So like that would be like an example of like, that statement is so defamatory and it's so far that you need not prove that your image was damaged. You need not prove that you had financial harm caused to you, right? Why AIDS? What the fuck? Because those are previous cases. So previous case law has shown that people who have accused other people wrongfully or knowingly falsehood, have knowingly spread falsehoods about someone. There have been previous cases where people have said that, and then they've won their defamation per se cases. Tends to directly injure him in respect to his office, profession, trade, or business, either by imputing to him general disqualification in those respects, which the office or other occupation peculiarly requires, or by imputing something with reference to his office, profession, trade, or business that has a natural tendency to lessen its profits, imputes to him impotence or a want of chastity, or which by natural consequences causes actual damage. So, like, the fifth one is, yeah, okay, maybe they didn't say anything that was like that you did anything illegal, that or they didn't say anything that was like particularly harmful to you, but they did cause damages. So if like I went on a show and I was like, no, like I know that like every single person that Twitch chatter filth, let's say Twitch chatter filth is a musician, and I go on my stream and I'm like, Twitch chatter filth, every single person that they've ever dated has called them like a terrible person and a piece of shit. And they've said that, like, you know, they never do the dishes, and they're always saying like, haha, you're stinky and ugly. And like, you guys should not like go and support them, and you should not go to like their concert or whatever. But I know that that's not true. And I know that every single partner of Filth's that I've ever spoken to has said only nice things about Filth. Like, I know that Filth has said, their partners have always been like, yeah, Filth was the best. They were literally the best. It didn't work out for other reasons because I moved, but they were the best. So I'm like, I'm knowingly saying that that's not the case, or I'm saying the opposite, and then they've received financial harm because of that. That would be defamation. There are other things that are so, you don't even need to prove that like there was financial harm. Like, for example, calling someone a fucking pedophile. Calling someone a pedophile with blatant disregard for the truth, that's defamation per se. You need not prove that your reputation was harmed. So he literally doesn't need to prove that. Sorry, Filth. Sorry about that. So why would you have legal smoke? I don't know. Maybe you would have legal smoke for the person that's calling you a pedophile. What?
Claim to sue
I'm
him.
just saying. I think that's what he's referring to.
But what legal smoke? Why would I sue him? Why would I be
Because
suing
he
him?
made. Okay, that was just what I thought.
I mean, something needs to happen.
I don't know what her name is, but that poor lady was like, I think he was saying like, you don't have legal smoke for Destiny, but like, you know what? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I actually don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna stop. You guys could go back to the show. Sorry about that. Dude, like, something needs to happen. I don't know. None of these clips are good enough for something to happen. These are the same people that said that I justified the call by saying, these people, like Ethan and Ela, just like, they make every situation just like peak victimhood. But to be clear, I've always given props to Ethan for not showing his kids on stream and for not like profiting off of his kids. And the only people I think should ever like, the only internet creators that I've ever thought like deserve CPS are the people that make child, like, they monetize their children. Like, there are some YouTubers that I've seen that have been like, oh, recording my daughter's first period. And I'm like, and maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'll get canceled for that. But I think if the majority of your content, if you're like a family vlogger and the majority of your content is farming your children and traumatizing your children, like if you are specifically a family vlogger and you have a video up saying my daughter's first period, like, I don't know, man. Maybe there should be that should be the one instance. And I've literally, in the clip where they like keep trying to be like, she justified it. In that stream, I literally said, I've always given credit to Ethan for not showing his children, for not farming his children. He just gets on air and tries to be a dumbass. But I've always given him credit for that. So I don't know why I would ever justify it or say that it should be done. Like, that's crazy. I have one exception to the calling CPS things, and that's like the one instance, the people who like vlog their children and clearly are streaming their children and recording their children every single day of their lives and posting it on the internet. Like, that's weird. Like, that's, And I hope people agree. I would hope most people would agree about that. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. I guess we'll just agree to disagree. But like, yeah. Mm. The fuck are you? What is this? This chatter's, bro. Can you type less annoying? It's so annoying that so many of the people that disagree with me, they just type annoying. Can you type less annoying? I like having detractors in here. I just hate people like you that just type annoying. Are you the one who called it? He didn't do that though. Yeah, listen. How about you listen when someone is speaking? How about you speak when spoken to for once in your fucking life? Huh? These people don't get too comfortable. Haha, it's called a joke. How about you try telling jokes that are funny? Has anyone laughed at a single joke you've ever told? Survey says no. Tell funny jokes, bitch. Sorry. There's a secret third rule in this chat, which is you have to be funny to be in here. You're not funny enough. All right? I bring enough unfunny for the rest of us, which means no one else gets to be unfunny in here. Okay? Everyone else has to be funny to make up for my inability to be funny. Okay? Okay. I think this chatter is funny. First time message following 16 seconds ago. Means you have no taste, which means you're not funny either. Deuces. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tough. Yeet. All right. Who are we on? Right. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to hear this part.
I think that's what he's referring to.
But what legal smoke? Why would I sue him? Why would I be
Because
suing
he
him?
made. Okay, that's just what I thought.
I mean, something needs to happen that would qualify.
Wait,
With Destiny, it didn't happen.
but everyone
it's
else.
not.
He called you a pedophile.
Like what Ian did.
Everyone else assumes for copyright infringement, and then he wrote some dumb fucking heinous joke, quote unquote joke, horrible thing, in the context of us beefing in a scrolling chat. Like that's not enough to sue someone over.
Yeah, maybe. What about these? What about these clips? What the hell? What about him on multiple occasions? What about him saying that was it this one? Where he talked about how he wasn't gonna play the fucking card game, the cat card game, Meowgenics or something like that. And he said, I'm not gonna play it because they use pedo voice actors. Someone said, who's the pedo voice actor? And he literally replied saying Ethan Klein. Like, I don't know, man. I think it gets to a point where it's obvious you don't want to sue him because of personal reasons. I'm pretty sure this meets the bar. I'm pretty sure this meets the threshold. It's like 17 different instances of him saying that about you. Like, what? What? She pushed back even more than AB? Dude, that's not good. Not good.
It's stupid. It's
The thing is that with Destiny, the context was obvious. He was upset.
All right, that's enough of this broadcast. Well, that's enough of this broadcast. That's enough. Because the thing with Destiny is that he didn't like mean it because he's the goodest boy in the world, and Ian is evil. And did I mention Anissa is one of those fucking Arabs? Did I mention that? Did I mention that? Did I mention that? Like, that's incredible. Dude, that poor chicken, like, someone said her name is Tamara. Poor chick is in there, and she's like, you know what? Because he said, you know what? It's fine. You know what? It's fine. I'm good. I actually don't want to argue this anymore. Don't want to argue this anymore. Anyways, all right. Close all of these. Dude, I can't get. I will never get over this like love letter that Ethan Klein wrote to Destiny. Steven, you are a very smart and funny guy. I've been following your career for a long time since you were cleaning carpets between StarCraft 2 games. This is not a Photoshop, by the way, guys. This is a real Instagram story he made. I am very serious. I know a lot of you guys might think this is fake. This is not fake. This is literally a real post Ethan Klein made about Destiny. I saw you transition to streaming full-time, which as someone who was also working a 9 to 5, I found really inspiring. It was soon after that I took the same chance on myself, inspired in part by you to become a full-time creator. Later on, I came around to your political streaming content, a genre you pioneered. You've had such a long and accomplished career that anyone would be extremely proud of. I'm genuinely sad about the great potential that you had and for what was thrown away because vices took over your life. As a parent, you know the implications and ramifications of chatting with a 15-year-old. You know how a teenager looks up to adults they admire and how easily they can be manipulated. The time for irreverent jokes is over. You need help. This is a long pattern of sexual deviancy with teenagers. I hope you take the time to understand what inside you is missing and why that would urge a grown man to flirt with a 15-year-old. I am not taking pleasure in any of this. It's all very sad. I do hope you find the help and peace you need because children deserve better. I know what you guys are thinking. This is fake. This is a fake post. This is a fake post that you wrote, Denims, or one of the snarkers must have written. And I will tell you guys, no, it is not. This is a real post that Ethan made on his Instagram story. Yeah, this is classics. This is classic smoke for someone. Now we need the song. Yeah, dude, the one song where it's like a remix of Eminem's Stan, and it's like, Dear Steven. Instead of Dear Stan, but that song is just kind of long, but you guys get the idea. This was after the Willie Mack show where Willie Mack was like, he was like, do you have CSAM on your computer? And he's like, and C. Sampson was like, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You see, Ethan made the claim you called CPS and prefaced it with, in my opinion. Well, I don't really care because, again, he already, like, I already got, like, the best retraction that I'm going to get from him. So I don't really care about any future instances of him being like, she did it, guys, she did it. Because it all falls flat when you look at the one video of him being like, I would never say that. I would never say that. Because it's just very, like, Ethan Klein versus Ethan Klein type of situation. So, obviously, idiotic, moronic, stupid. All right. Compare this heartfelt message about a guy who he thinks is a nonce and how he talks about Hassan who defended him constantly for no reason for months. Yeah. I also wanted to talk about one other thing. There was like Ethan, after like many days, finally responded to the lawsuit with me on his Instagram story. He broke his silence. He doesn't want to talk about it on stream, but he broke his silence on Instagram. And he said, wait, where is it? Is this one? Oh, there's a lot of confusion about the Denims lawsuit, so let me clarify. I haven't commented on it because it's not over. The judge issued a tentative ruling ahead of our Friday hearing. The judge has since heard our oral arguments and is yet to issue his final ruling, at which time I will discuss it on the show. It seems foolish to jump to a conclusion before there is one. Bro, you literally spent the past 9 months doing nothing but talking about and jumping to conclusions about the lawsuit. If the tentative ruling was in his favor, he would be talking about it. I don't know, like, who is falling for this? I have a bridge to sell you. I have a great deal on a bridge to sell you, man. I know you got a lot on the plate for now. Are you going to watch the Morocco World Cup game? I guess I have to. I guess I got to lock in. I guess I got to lock into sports. I also saw that I got clipped for this. Let me see. I actually haven't watched it yet. Let's watch. I got to say something. I'm impressed genuinely by the dedication to attempting to both sides. I'm genuinely impressed. I'm not joking. I'm impressed by that dedication. Because the problem with someone like Ethan Klein is that you can't both sides him. He's going to get offended unless you're 100% on his side, which he did. He ended up calling half the things that Charlie said snark talking points. I would also argue people on the left are sometimes pretty hard to please. I would know. I'm on the left. I have to do it. I got to say something. This clip is like, I don't even know how anyone fell for this clip chimp, because it even has at the end where I say, like, I don't even know if this person was specifically clip chimping, by the way, but I even say at the end, like, people who have very polarizing or on very divisive issues, you'll have a lot of people that are on one side fully or on the other side fully. And with an issue like the lawsuits, there's so much time you need to dedicate to understand everything that has happened before you can move on and have any strong opinions on this. Because like half the shit that happened between him and like Trisha, for example, like it was crazy. Like he didn't give a shit how she was harmed. He wanted her to apologize and he wanted her to like do whatever she wanted, do whatever he wanted. And she like was pleading with him. She's like, dude, my like family's getting involved. Can you please like just make it, can you get the harassment to stop? And she would send him like H3 Productions, like his subreddit is a snark subreddit, comically enough. And he didn't give a shit, because it's like none of these rules matter to him. Like this, like my family got involved and that's when it changed. Then why did you wait? If your family got involved and that was when everything had finally changed, why did you register the content nuke with the Library of Congress before the CPS call? Because you did say you put out a trap, you laid a trap. So why did you? Huh? No, it's just nonsense. It's just fucking nonsense. It's just whatever reason he can give or whatever excuse that he can give right now to justify his behavior. At least to justify his behavior to his viewers, right? But anyways. Oh yeah, he did this with this other lady too. I forgot her YouTube channel, but he brought her husband and kid into it because she criticized him, and when she told him to stop, he told her to stop. No. Yeah, I think I saw this. This was like, she made like a YouTube video. I'm going to speak bluntly. Maybe this is too mean. I thought the YouTube video was too long, and I was kind of a resident sleeper, but I'm kind of ADHD Andy, so if that's on me, that's on me. And I just proceeded to like not talk about it or not care about it because I was like, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, YouTuber like Cruel World Happy Mind, she made a video. It was just like really long. Like it was a really long video. And she said things that were like definitely incorrect. Like she said things that were incorrect about some of the people. She linked a poor YouTube channel that didn't even belong to me. I feel bad for that like YouTube channel. I hope they didn't like get any harassment or anything from H3 fans. Let's see if I can find it. She might have taken the video down, which I kind of
upset that
silence. She kind of she might have taken it down. Here it is. She made this video and it was called The Fall of H3, How Ethan Klein Destroyed His Career. And she like the video just, it needed a little bit more time to cook. It's a 3-hour long video and there's a lot of things in it that are incorrect. Or there's a good amount of things in it that are incorrect. And like one small example is like attention to detail. Like she pulls up a YouTube channel and then Ethan sues like this person and like Denims, or maybe it was not that. No, it was that. And then they pulled up like a random YouTube channel that also has the logo for Denims or whatever. And I was like, ooh, I hope that person didn't deal with anything. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know if that's in here anywhere. I can't find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But like I said, like I just moved on. I was like, okay, well, whatever, I don't care. More people making videos, like that doesn't matter. And he got really mad about this video. He got really mad at her. He got really mad at this video. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I actually like feel like I felt really bad for her when she was going through it. It's like, what the fuck? They like brought her on stream and like under this like really false pretense that like, well, we're just gonna have a conversation, and they like just like bullied her on it, and they were like, don't you see how it's harmful what you're doing to us? You're hurting us. And it's like, what the oh man, there was like I don't have it on hand, darn. Maybe here. Wait.
Content creators.
Oh yeah, this one. This is not my channel. This is like this band that also goes by Denims, by the way. I hope they didn't get any harassment. It just could have been researched better. And listen, YouTube is hard. Making videos is hard. I can't imagine making a 3-hour video and like you've looked over the video like 14, 20, 300 times, right? You're going to miss things. I get it. But like, that's why I was so impressed by the Kilotonics channel. I was like, that was a really good video. There was like 1 or 2 things in there that I was like, this is a little incorrect, or like, I disagree a little bit, but like, that's impressive for a 4-hour video. She literally grabbed the first person found under the name Denims. Yeah. So like, it was just like, it wasn't as well researched as it could have been, but like, that's why I didn't cover it. Cause I was just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. And after that, like, after she made this video, Ethan Klein, like, insisted that they talk, and then he did, like, 40 streams about her. He threatened to sue her at one point. And then she, I guess, like, released these messages where she said, like, I'll just read the post out. Reminder, Ethan Klein's fan base identified YouTuber Cruel World Happy Minds' husband and found pictures of her child. She privately confronted Ethan Klein with the death threats his community made against her child, to which he responded by saying, stop playing the victim. So she sent him like a message. She sent a screenshot to him of this like hate mail she got. Disgusting anti-Semitic scum. You and your wife's jaws will be broken. Better watch out for your racist child because they will get it too. Careful leaving your house. Pussy ass F slur. And that's like the message that her husband got. That's one of the messages that her husband got. And she sent him this and said, my husband was sent this message after your recent podcast on me. And he literally said, probably from a snarker. I don't check my DMs, but I imagine it's full of your fans calling me a pedophile. If you really want to play the victim of hate mail. My fans don't send messages like that. It's like, dude, yes, they do. Okay. Like, I went and I checked. I think Instagram got rid of it, which sucks because sometimes I do like to go and look at them. She only showed him for a fraction of the insane shit that the H3 Community Center. There's so much more, by the way. Yeah, I believe it. When the lawsuit was first starting, honestly, not even that. When I watched the content nuke and I watched it, I was like, this is like terrible. This content nuke is not good. This video is not good. He then proceeded to call me like a rape apologist because I was like, wait, the woman in this video, like, she didn't even, wait, why did you say that she was raped? She didn't even say that she was raped. Do you even care about the victims when you aren't even listening to the victims speak? And I said that, and then they were like, you're a rape apologist, you're an anti-Semitic rape apologist. And my DMs were literally full of H3 fans saying, H3, rise up. I hope you get raped and killed. And I was like, oh, okay. Normal audience you got there, bro. Normal, super normal fan base you got there. Okay. Super normal. And then a bunch of people being like, you know, like, yeah, well, you fucking Arab, you should go back to your fucking country. It's like, I was literally born in the United States and I've spent all of my life in the United States. What the fuck are you even talking about? And they're like, you know, in your country, they would fucking rape you. It's like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? This is your progressive audience? Holy. What the hell? It's crazy to think you have control over your fans. You do. What? You have some level of control over your fans. Do you really think that if Ethan was getting obscene amounts of hate mail from Denims fans, he wouldn't be posting it? I've explicitly said, if I ever find out that people are sending rape threats or death threats, you are perma-banned from this community and you will never be unbanned. You're blocked on every bit of social media that I have. You're perma-banned from chat. You will never be unbanned ever. You're blocked from the Discord. You are blocked from everything. You will never be able to access me or my content in any way, shape, or form. Because I disavow it. If you want to like say Kaka Klein or something, it's like his own audience said that about him. Like, I don't really care. If you want to say like, if you want to call him by his internet moniker, Pedo Troll, like he's the one who made the account name Pedo Troll, like you can do that. Like, I don't, if you want to say that he loves Israel or whatever, like, yeah, go for it. But rape threats, death threats, like none of that is acceptable. None of that is in any way, shape, or form okay. And I've said it, and you can absolutely curb a lot of the behavior. The fact that so many people who have gotten into disputes with Ethan have had this exact thing happen to them means that he doesn't attempt to curb it. I mean, he's literally never even said on his stream, like, I haven't seen in any of these cases him saying, well, because this is his response, right? He doesn't say like, yeah, this is not okay. Don't like send those type of messages. Like, I don't condone that. Like, it's a pattern of behavior. And then he denies it and says, they don't do that. It's like, what? They were literally threatening to call, like, in the H3 subreddit, they were threatening to call ICE on Hassan's, like, cleaner. Like, and that's in his subreddit. Like, what the hell? The H3 podcast, which is dedicated to harassment, once again breaking YouTube's terms of service by telling someone to kill themselves. Ryan Beard wrote in the H3 show, like what you did with Ryan Kavanaugh talking about the defamation lawsuit. And the official H3 podcast replied saying, Ryan Beard, you should do it, Ryan, tonight. Oh, okay. Um, by the way, they banned Ryan Beard immediately after that. Oh, can I say, I've seen people say Hassan sends his community to go attack people when he literally constantly tells people not to tap the glass. Let me tell you guys, as someone who has gotten the ire of Hassan's community, they'll just call you a liberal. They'll just call you a liberal piece of shit. Like, that's what they'll do. Which, like, oh no, like, being called a liberal. Like, honestly, more people should get called a liberal. Like, legitimately, realistically, everyone should start being called a liberal, all right? What did you say? Like, I don't even remember. I think I said, like, yeah, maybe it was in the context of me saying, like, I can't tell other people to not vote or to vote Kamala Harris. I'm voting because I know that the Trump administration will hurt trans people, and I don't, like, it's hard for me to make that decision on behalf of trans people, but I also understand people not wanting to vote for Kamala because, like, genocide is just too important. If you don't stand for genocide, what do you stand for? But, like, I know that, like, domestically trans people will be hurt, and, like, I feel weird about that being, like, on my conscience. And I, like, it's just a fucked situation to be in. And then people call me a liberal. I was like, what? Okay, like, that's okay. If you want to call me a liberal, that's okay. That's okay. But it's like one specific, like, group of leftists that also tend to watch Hassan. So, like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure those people are in Hassan's chat also calling him a liberal. Like, so, like, I don't know. Like, and I've seen people that Hassan has disagreed with. Like, do you guys remember that one guy that was like, I was a a tier 1 sub to Hassan for 7 months. And this is how he treated me. And I was like, oh, this would be a great instance to see like what the Hassan fan brigade looks like. And I like scroll through the replies and they're all calling him like a stupid liberal. And they're like, dumb fuck ass liberal, stupid yee ass haircut. I'm like, and then everyone moved on. Like the world of a difference from that to like you literally have like essays being written to you about how someone wants to rape you is like, come on, man. Like, it's so crazy to like cry victim and be like, Hassan's community is so evil and fucked up. It's like, for calling people liberals? Like, oh my God, if you say something on the internet, people can disagree with you and say that they think that you're a conservative or that they think that you know, fucking are a shill for the Democratic Party and, you know, like you're someone that would vote Epstein over Hassan. Shout out Hutch. If they had a D in front of their name. Like that's just people criticizing what you said. Like what? I don't understand. I fundamentally, if my replies were just filled with people being like, I just disagree that you think that that's okay. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I would be like, oh, whatever. But it's like, that's not what the people, like, a lot of the people in the H3 production subreddit and, like, a lot of the people in the H3 fan base, like, that's not the messages that, they don't send normal messages, man. They don't. Like, they don't. Like, I've checked these accounts, and, like, they're, like, hardcore, like, Ethan fans, and they're, like, posting constantly about how, like, much they love Ethan, and how he's so based and great, and how they're so happy he's fighting anti-Semitism. And then you check all their replies to people like me or Hassan or Anissa or whatever, and it's all like the most unhinged shit you've ever seen in your life. And then some of them be sending fucking death threats and shit. Like, it's like crazy. So for him to, like, you have some control over your audience. You have some. There's always going to be crazy people and you can't control every single crazy person. But when there's a pattern of behavior and you do nothing to curb it, I would say you're at least partially responsible for that. It can't be that literally every snarker called CPS, but also you are not at all responsible in any way, shape, or form for your audience. Like, that's crazy, man. When he lost his mind, made a segment out of it on his TV, on his show, doxing the guy's family when a random Instagram commenter just said enjoy hell about her, Ila's tattoo. Highly doubt he's receiving actual threats if that was enough to make him go nuclear. Like, can you imagine going on a campaign and being like, where does this guy live? Yeah, does anyone know where this guy's from? Yeah, let's get, I bet it's this guy. I bet it's this guy in this group photo because he said to your wife, enjoy hell. Dude, if someone tells me to enjoy hell, that's like, as far as I'm concerned, 50-50. I take that as a compliment. Honestly. Yeah, maybe I will. Perhaps I will. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll see you there, buddy. You know, like, that's not something that, if someone sent that message, that's not something I'd be like, oh yeah, let's see who this guy, let's check out his Instagram. Oh, is this you? Is this you, man? That's you, right? That's you. Wow. Like, that's a crazy thing to do. And that guy did get death threats. His sister, his like underage sister was getting fucking rape threats. And he was literally like just some random like he wasn't even a content creator. It was just like a random person that replied to him, like with like a personal Instagram account with like 20 followers or something. And then his mom was getting like bomb threats at the school that she works at. So I would love to know who were the snarkers that were doing that. Really, it wasn't the guy that was like pulling up all of his information and saying his name publicly on his show in front of like 30,000 people. Like, yeah, no, it was just a random person that did that. Like, what the hell? You're not worth saving, buddy. It's time to say goodbye. I've had a chud around these parts for a long time, but today I just don't feel like dealing with annoying people, I guess. Today's a bad day to be an annoying chatter, I gotta say. Also, it sounds mods also tell chat don't go after people. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've already said multiple times that like I don't, and I've attempted on many opportunities or multiple opportunities that I've had to say, sorry, I just saw a woman being nice to me on Twitter. I was looking for a post and then I saw a woman being nice to me on Twitter and then I got excited. Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, nothing to see here. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes women are nice to me on the internet. Uh, I don't want to be the one to tell you guys this, but he's actually not a real gray cat. He has a white patch on him. Right here. Camera doesn't really pick it up that well, but it is white. The endless lies. What's up? What you trying to tell me, man? You trying to communicate something? All hail the worm. All right, sorry about that tangent. Okay. Moving on though from all of that stupid nonsense. I just wanted to share that with you guys, give you guys a cheeky little fun little update on that. I'm just sitting here fucking twiddling my thumbs waiting for this this lawsuit update, man. I want to get the official ruling, bro, so badly. So I can stop sitting here and thinking about it, man. Me and everybody else, though. At least we're all in the same boat. Okay. What is this? Put this away. But I will say, and I already said it yesterday, I do give credit to Ethan for being like, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't sue a bunch of people for copyright infringement. Like, that's so weird. I think he was just waiting to see if any of them were going to be like, if any of the updates were going to be like positive in favor of fair use before he said anything, before he could say like, yeah, it seems like maybe some of these are a little bit frivolous. But who did I say? Sorry, not credit to Ethan. Excuse me. So sorry. I apologize. Credit to Charlie. Credit to Charlie. I apologize.
Never and will never be.
I have to say, because he could have easily just like not taken a stand. I thought for sure after the first video, I was like, okay, he just like doesn't want to say me or anybody else's names on this stuff because of whatever particular reason. But you know what, man? Good on him. Good on him for doing what I think is the bare minimum, but good on him. We take small victories around here, all right? We take small victories. Alrighty. I did want to see like some of Hassan's coverage.
I'm willing to be charitable and
but I
assume that
hate Turkish people, so I can't watch that much of it.
it's coming from a place of him not like fully researching this stuff. But it seems like he's researched it extensively on one side. Oh boy, moist critical.
Wait, guys, I was gonna get myself a snack. Can I get a little snack while I let this damn Denims secretly Greek? Dude, you know that video of like the guy who's secretly Chinese? I know like 40 people in here are like, what? The what? The what video? The what video? The guy who's what? This guy. More. Your activity. I saved it just for you guys. I finally found it again and I was so happy. I was like, I get to show it to chat. Yay. The highlight of my day is when I find something that I get to share with you guys. Like this.
For the princess. You officially pissed me off. Ignoring my game invites is one thing, but ignoring my Discord calls? Have you lost your freaking mind? That's grounds for punishment. I'm sorry, kid.
Dude, how is the clap? How is his foot clap so good?
I don't want to hear it. That was the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back. And now it's time for me to break your back.
But not that. That's not what I was trying to show you guys. That was just something fun. That was just something. Well, I wanted to show you guys that, to be clear. But that's not what I was trying to find and show you guys right now. What I was trying to find to show you guys was the. Hold up. I know I saved it. I know I did. Here it is.
Dude, what do you think of my new V-neck? I just got it at H&M. I'm deeply insecure about
Glasses that reveal people's true character.
my appearance, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't really respect you as a person, so I'll just sort of mindlessly validate you. Dude, it looks great, man. That's fire. Yeah, man. So yeah, did you hear about the photo tournament? The silver on the surface of the pigeons from all over. Oh my god. Whoa. That guy's Chinese. Do you guys want to get Chinese food later? Yeah. Dude.
That's me. Me. You guys are putting on your glasses. Wait. That guy's Greek. Wait, she's Greek. You guys want to get Greek food later?
Has officially taken to the H3H3 versus iDubbbz lawsuit. Now, you guys already know some of the details.
Oh, wait. Let me let this guy entertain you guys. I'm just going to grab some, I was going to say water, but I'm not actually getting water. I'm going to get a little snack. One sec.
Ethan Klein, H3H3, former fair use precedent setting. Ethan Klein, former podcast co-host of mine, who's been on a tear, basically trying to wrap up all of the people that he feels he's been wronged by with frivolous lawsuits as a vexatious litigant, has done it again. He's done a whole video, or he's launched another lawsuit, this time against iDubbbz, former friend of Ethan Klein as well, because iDubbbz posted a statement that was allegedly defamatory of Ethan Klein, a statement not from iDubbbz, mind you, a statement from Destiny, Sex Pestiny, who once alleged that Ethan had molested his own children and that Child Protective Services should be called to his home. I don't know what kind of stance Charlie took in this, in this piece that he did, but I do find it odd that they didn't cover the Denims lawsuit. I do find it odd that they didn't cover the other instances of litigation. But let's see what he had to say. Sure, we'll watch the Anthony Fantano one too. This loser has lost his lawsuit. Oh, that's just about the Denims one.
I just heard about the H3 versus iDubbbz defamation lawsuit and spent the last 3 or so hours.
Charlie hates you, Loki. He doesn't. I've talked to him behind the scenes, post Kayagate, and I don't think he hates me.
I'm seeing people say that I refuse to cover these kind of things for a variety of different reasons. I'm ignoring it, this and that. I don't know how many more times I need to say this. I am just really not online that much these days. The things I do hear about come from my friends sending them to me, or when I stream chat telling me about them, putting them on my radar. So with that out of the way, I did spend like the last 3 hours learning about this defamation lawsuit between H3 and iDubbbz, because that did sound pretty concerning. Because there's always been like an unwritten rule on the internet, not just YouTube, where if there's beef online, it stays online. And you handle it online without, going over that threshold, the event horizon of...
Back. I got some water, some more water. some Red Bull and some snacks. All right.
Trying to use litigation to silence your opponent or something like that. That it all
At one point, there was 2 chairs. Sorry, I have an earbud on, so I was hearing everything.
always been etched in the stone tablets, the 10 commandments of online discourse.
True.
And now all of a sudden, I'm hearing about H3 suing iDubbbz for defamation. So obviously, I wanted to hear more about that. And after diving in, hitting that cannonball into the pool, I learned he has a lot of active lawsuits. I think it's 5, maybe 6 against other streamers and YouTubers. So it's a bit of a rampage he's been on. I knew about one before all this, which was against the Snark community. That I did hear about. And that one
Snark community
made a lot of sense to me, actually. The Snark community, from what I recall, was doing some diabolical, like...
Yeah, this is like, look, listen. Are there annoying people on the internet that are up people's asses all the goddamn time? Absolutely. Okay? Ethan Klein operates a Snark community against myself. I don't think any of Ethan Klein's lawsuits are even in any way, shape, or form remotely defensible. He has obviously postured it and positioned it in a way where it comes across as defensible to other content creators by claiming a litany of different insane things that he claims were happening because people were gang stalking him and I don't know, like.
But again, like all of this, a lot of the stuff that he started a lot of the stuff in the first place. Like he literally, he proceeded to take a joke against him and get 5 creators banned for 30 days for anti-Semitism and remove all ad viewership or all ad rev off of Twitch for political content.
Going after his family and like sending CPS and sending skulls to his house or whatever. I don't know the veracity of these claims, but I do know one thing. He has used that as a counter to every single goddamn...
Like, you literally can't criticize Ethan at all in any way, shape, or form, or you're another one of the people that is a snarker, and you personally want... Like, he literally started accusing Caroline of being someone who's calling CPS. Because she criticized him for calling a random woman a prostitute. And said, I'm sorry, how is it, in what world is it not misogynistic that you saw a woman and you're like, she's dressed like that? You know, it's Vegas, should she dress like that? She's a prostitute. And she was not a prostitute. And she criticized him and said, like, this is misogyny, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And he was like, you know, you're basically engaging in this CPS lie. It's like, huh? Everything Hamas, everything CPS, everything skulls.
Damn thing. He stubs his motherfucking toe.
Also, can I just say really quickly, she didn't even look like a prostitute. I would almost have some sympathy if she looked like a prostitute. Like, she had, like, the blue eyeshadow and the red lipstick, and, like, the hair was, like, messy, and it was, like, a tube top, and, like, the boots with, like, the very, like, as memey as you can think of when you think of a prostitute. But she was just wearing a dress. It was just a beautiful woman wearing a dress. She looked like a model, I would say. If I saw that woman in the street, I would be like, oh, that looks like someone who's like maybe like a model. She didn't look like a fucking she didn't even look like the caricature of a prostitute. So it's like crazy for him to have said that. Like, it was just weird. It was a fucking weird thing to say. Also, in general, even if you did think a woman looked like a prostitute, hello? Filters, people. Filters. Oh my God. Can you imagine if like people walked around the street and were like, bro, you're balding. Bro, that guy, I bet he's balding. He looks like he's balding. But he's bald. Like, that's like, whoa, you can't just go up to people and tell them they're balding, man. Whoa. Everyone needs their own journey before they realize they need to take it all off, bro. Like, chill. So, like, you see a random woman, and it's not even like I also wouldn't care if it was a private comment, right? But he's like casting this like show, whatever it is, like the red carpet for the poker tournament, and he's like, yeah, she kind of looks like a prostitute, doesn't she? It's like, That's like really mean. Like, that's like a real, like, he was saying it to be mean. He was saying you're dressed in a way that looks cheap, in a way that's meant to sexually objectify yourself and look cheap. That's the insult, right? If he wasn't trying to insult her and he was just trying to say, like, I just thought, he would say she looks like an escort. Because at least there you can be like, yeah, escorts are kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever been friends with an escort, by the way. Escorts are expensive, bro. I was friends with someone who was an escort for a period of time. And she was fucking, first of all, she was bougie as hell and she was raking it in, dude. She was raking it in, dude. Oh my God. So at least there I would be like, damn, okay, maybe. But like straight up just being like, oh yeah, she looks like a prostitute. It's like, that's a comment that's meant to demean her.
He goes, oh, it's the snark community, which by the way, he says I'm a part of. All of the people that he has actively sued, he has claimed were responsible without any evidence whatsoever for sending child protective services to his house. Do you have evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
like
that?
Random anonymous Redditors?
Did I say that?
To sending skulls to his house. Like, it's an incredible method. Meanwhile, I'm literally being prosecuted by the goddamn federal government, allegedly, and these guys are celebrating that decision. And at no point did I ever turn around and say, oh, Ethan Klein is the reason why I have a subpoena from the government. It's ridiculous. Just because they even celebrate that decision by the federal government, which they have openly, which is also disgusting, doesn't mean that they had anything to do with it. But it's ridiculous to be like, yeah, I'm suing.
I mean, yes. But like, yes. All right. Anyways, guys, I am going to head off. Sorry, we only watched like a minute or two, but I'll watch this at my own time. I won't force you guys to watch this Turkish man who doesn't, what's the most interesting thing that he got canceled for recently? I don't know. Be wokers? I don't know. I haven't found a good one. I feel like the dog one is so overblown. It's just, I'm bored of it. And then maybe we could get some Greek food later, guys. But anyways, oh, wearing suits. Yeah, no, he did get canceled for wearing suits. All right, everybody. I'm going to head off now. Please, everybody, have a great rest of your day.